Você que acompanha o canal já sabe qual é a tecnologia que será usado para ser a marca da besta. Mas você já ouviu o próprio criador da marca da besta falar sobre o chip? Não? Então descubra agora o homem que inventou o chip do Anticristo logo após a vinheta.
Olá pessoal, meu nome é Luiz Gustavo, criador do canal Última Chance. Gostaria de convidar você a se inscrever no canal e deixar o seu like e compartilhar para seus amigos, para que eles conheçam a verdade. E deixe seu comentário porque ele é muito importante para nós.
A tecnologia do chip cada dia se torna realidade e vem sendo divulgado no mundo, vindo como a solução dos problemas, principalmente com as papeladas que você carrega na carteira. Medição de glicose, batimentos cardíacos e várias utilidades. Uma marca que o mundo irá maravilhar-se e amar, principalmente porque será apresentado pelo Anticristo, a besta do Apocalipse. Gostaria que você prestasse bastante atenção no vídeo que eu vou te mostrar. A imagem não está muito boa e a legenda está um pouco rápida. Se for preciso, vai pausando o vídeo para que você entenda melhor.
I was an engineer for 32 years. In 1966, I was put on a project. I had been with IBM and now I was with General Electric. The project was to develop a little microcircuit that would connect the nerve ends on a broken spine back together. We were not successful with the young lady with the severed spine. And as time went along, it looked like they were going to close our project down. Much of our research data had been publicized, and some men came to us that we were to find out were from the government. They were from the CIA and the FBI. And they asked us to develop a little microchip for identification. This was to be used not in human beings, not in animals, but to be put in drug shipments to catch drug dealers. I was not alone there. There were 100 people involved in the project. We began to work on the design of a microchip. When it was completed, it was 0.75 millimeters in diameter, 7 millimeters long. It was the size of 1/4 of a grain of rice. I want to tell you at this point that I was not a Christian and I did not want anything to do with Christians. But I had married a young lady who was a Christian. They said they wanted this to have a power source and be able to emit a signal. And they told us they wanted us to use lithium as a battery source. Lithium's used in watch batteries, it's used in heart pacemaker batteries, it's used in a lot of places. I designed into this microchip a little charging circuit that would charge that battery. This sounds like a lot of technical things coming together, but if you'll bear with me 1 minute, you'll see what God has laid out about this microchip. When we discovered that we needed to be able to charge that battery, I needed a temperature change, a change in temperature to cause current to flow through that little charging circuit that would charge the battery. So we began to investigate and find out where in the body does the temperature change the most rapidly. It was determined that there were 2 places in the body that were ideal for the microchip. One was just below the hairline on the forehead. The other place was the hand, the right hand preferred, because most people are right-handed. This didn't bother me, and it didn't bother anybody else on the team. The hand seemed a good place. Nobody wanted it here. And so the design work, everything was completed. The microchip was done. You're seeing it now on some of the Discovery Channel presentations. There are people who have received it already. It is real. It's not something that's coming way down the road. Now, God has got a sense of humor. My daughter came to me one day. My wife was in the hospital, and she said, "Can I be baptized?" I told her, I guess you can. You need to wear a coat. I think you're going to get wet or something. So I went. I decided that maybe I would go. I didn't want to miss a football game, but I could hurry and get back. I saw those people coming out of the water, and they were grinning. And I knew that they had something I didn't have. I didn't know what it was, but it was something about them that was different. I came back to my house. I went into my library. I got down on my knees at the edge of my desk. And then I said, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know how to pray. I didn't want to ask my daughter for her Bible, so I looked around in the library, and I found a little Gideon Bible that I had received in 1946. I had not read that Bible, but I believe that God had his hand on me to give me that Bible in 1946 so that I could have it on that day. When I opened the page, it seemed like God was saying, "The answers are in here, my son." I also found a prayer in that Bible. And I got down on my knees again, and I began to pray that prayer. Tears began to run out of my eyes. There is no dignity when this happens. When I got through, I knew I had to go tell somebody. I asked my mother to watch the children, and I got in the car and drove 25 miles to where my wife was at. And I told my wife what had happened to me. She had rededicated her life. About 2 weeks later, we got baptized in front of our children. And I went into the water that was lukewarm, and I came out a lukewarm Christian. This may come as a surprise, but there are many people who are walking in those shoes today. They gave me a Bible. They told me not to read the book of Revelation. They said the book of Revelation is too hard to understand. So I waited, and I didn't read the book of Revelation. Then one day I came to Revelation 13, verse 16. And he caused us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. I didn't like what I saw. I went back and looked up the word mark. I went to the Strong's Concordance, and I found that John had used 3 words for the word mark. Charagma, charicator, and charax. That was from the Greek. I looked at those words. They talked about a scratch or an etching. They talked about a lot of things. And I said, God, this isn't it. We didn't do it. He said, go to the word for 666. The word is chixestigma. In the Greek, it says to go to 4742 as a cross. The word in 4742 is the word stigma, the last half of the word chixestigma. And when I looked at what it says stizo, i.e. to stick, to prick, a mark incised or punched into for recognition of ownership. I thought about the little injection tool. The end of it is called an incisor. I began to weep and I began to cry, and I said, oh God, what have we done? I couldn't believe that this lined up with what we had developed.
Está bem claro para mim, e também acredito para você, que esse chip, essa nova tecnologia, será usado pelo anti-messias para colocar sua nova moeda e marca mundial. Porque a maioria dos líderes religiosos não fala sobre essa nova tecnologia, porque eles têm medo de perder seu status, sua vida luxuosa, seus carros de luxos, seus jatos particulares, e deixem de ser tratados como semideuses pelos fiéis. Os líderes religiosos não vão querer abrir mão desses status, desse conforto. Por isso que a religião vai levar a maioria para a perdição eterna, para o lago de fogo. Seja você um atalaia do Salvador, não se entregue a esse mundo, lute o bom combate e receba do Criador a coroa da vida.
Saia da matrix do sistema. Deus te abençoe.
Antes de você fechar esse vídeo, curte e compartilhe esse vídeo para que você possa nos ajudar. E se você não é inscrito do canal, inscreva-se e ative o sininho para receber as notificações de vídeos novos. E não deixe de comentar. Sua opinião